It all depends. What's up, everybody? Or one person that's 2 people that's watching. What's up?
It's
Hello.
Who's I? Poopy
It's
pants.
it's fucking Thursday night. I mean, it's Thursday night football. We're fucking dicking ourselves every winter doing it like this.
Thursday night football.
Just during the Thursday night football season, we should go to Wednesdays, but then people get confused.
I said that on the last podcast. That's what I'm gonna. It's either that or I'm gonna start just doing the show live for the Patreon members and just posting it afterwards, making it visible after we're done. Shoot the video, shoot the podcast privately just for Patreon members, and then fucking they'll get to watch it live, and then the next day it'll be cool for everybody else,
Does that create a bunch of work for you though?
No, because it'll already be up there. I just like put it up, just like make it visible, You know what I'm
5
saying?
I mean, we can try it a week or go to Wednesdays, whatever works for everybody else. I mean, there's only another 9 Thursday night footballs. I mean, switching over to Wednesday for 9 weeks probably isn't that bad.
Well, we probably switch to Wednesday nights until we take
Christmas break.
Christmas our holiday break. We come back after the first of the year, and we'd probably just do that until spring.
Yeah, honestly, it's mostly like during the season when it's really busy. It's like Wednesdays is tough because you're like, we got 2 more days. Is good. But
No,
I mean,
it's never bothered me. I mean, we switched it because you kept crying about it.
Oh, I
all
forgot it's only me.
Yeah, it's definitely only you. It's definitely only you. Nobody else cared. You were the only one like, I get Wednesday suck.
Wednesdays do suck. Thursdays are actually pretty tight. I like Thursdays, but we'll do whatever works. Fine by me.
Well, it's about to get cold here, so we might need to think
It's gonna
about
hit a whole like 81.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, man. All last week, I don't know about you, Jacob, because you're a bit north, but it was so humid and like 85 in the morning when you walk out. I'm like, God, this sucks. When's this going to break? And all week this week, been beautiful. 65, 60.
It's been like how it is here right now, like in 60s in the morning, and then it doesn't get over 75.
Yeah.
It's been like that for going on 2 weeks.
I could work in that all day.
I mean, that's beautiful weather right there. That's like early September here. It's like when the humidity breaks from August. It's like nice. I mean, even now it's not bad though. I think it was like, I don't know, I think it's like 57, 58 out right now. Not bad. Yeah. It's like, maybe a sweatshirt in the morning and then t-shirt by like 10.
That's what I did. I had a hoodie on, and around 10:30, I took it off.
Man, but you probably roll with like shorts. Well, you probably don't wear shorts to work, but maybe you do.
Yeah, I wear shorts to work.
I do.
Oh, I know you do. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Bro, if
Jacob
I'm
was-
cleaning windows or pressure washing, I wear fucking flip-flops. I don't give a fuck.
B-ball shorts and flip-flops.
No, I don't wear sweatpants, or I wear like khaki shorts or whatever shorts, and then like a t-shirt, like a WCR shirt, a Squeegee Life shirt, or I got some company shirts.
Yeah, that commercial was mine.
I'll say it was pretty sweet. It looked too professional to be anybody else. To be honest, yeah, it looked good though. It was nice.
I got my new Mac will be here on the 9th, so.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so.
You excited for that?
How much more brown nosing is Seth gonna do before the podcast is over?
Probably it's gonna have Final Cut Pro on it, so that's like I can do like movie quality videos with that shit.
Oh,
so.
good.
Cool.
Very sick. I'm curious to see the difference in quality.
I gotta like want to shoot videos though.
Well, yeah.
I think if
That's the
you
problem.
get the cool software and computer,
well, yeah, it'll
little
be
bit.
it'll be cool for a little while, and then I'll get right back to like fuck this. You know what I mean?
Well, you'll get it, and then like 3 weeks later, you're gonna be like, it's gonna be snowing. You're like, I don't want to fuck.
Right.
You know?
I usually, to be honest, man, I usually do more video in the winter than I do in the summer. You know what I mean? Because it's not as difficult to shoot it. You know what I mean?
Say when you're a little slower.
Less people know it.
Yeah, but the only thing is like you're like doing a lot of Wendy's. You know what I mean? How many times can I shoot Wendy's? You know what I mean? Because there's, I have a lot of work outside of what I shoot video on, and I purposely do not put it on YouTube because of the green car guy. Because he's already like he's already trying to hire a sales manager for Sandusky. All his advertisements say that they work in Cleveland and Sandusky. He's purposely trying to. He must have seen me say something on the show about him, so now he's going at me pretty hard. All his advertisements are, What's that?
Should let him waste his money.
Oh, well, I mean, it's a total waste of money because, we're doing two different things. He thinks he's hurting me by doing $20 fucking storefronts, and I don't give a fuck. I don't do that shit anyways. You know what I mean? So.
I mean, but all that does, though, is, like, cheapen everything else. It's just,
It
it's a
ruins
bad
the
business
whole
model.
industry for everybody.
Yeah. I mean, he's, I never see the same person on that route here in town for more than a month, maybe 2 months. You'll see the same person, and then someone else.
One of them knows how to clean a fucking window anyway.
Unfortunately, yeah. So I mean, but yeah, the reason why I know this is because my buddy sent me a screenshot of his Indeed listing and the shit that he was saying on Indeed, because he's looking for someone to run. He's wanting to open a shop here in Sandusky. So. Which I think is kind of weird. You know what I mean? Like,
is it a big, what's your population there?
It's not very big. I honestly think he just has an axe to grind with me. That's all. Because I said that all he does is scratch fucking windows, which is true.
Yeah, no, it is.
I mean, he can be upset about it if he fucking wants, but, I mean, he scratches windows like a motherfucker.
He's going to rent a warehouse, put a salesman and at least one guy, you're going to lose your ass for 5 fucking years.
Yeah, because not only is there me in this town, but there's more than just me in this town cleaning windows. You know what I mean? There's several dudes here already. And there's a guy that lives in his van. He's got one of those fucking big conversion vans that he's changed over to like a stealth house. He's actually a really good window cleaner. He uses a wooden broom handle and a brass squeegee. He's a really good window cleaner. Nice guy. He's like him and this other dude that uses paper towels he doesn't use rags, he uses paper towels. They're both really good window cleaners. They're super old school. They got the route work fucking hemmed up around here. You know what I mean? They've got it hemmed up. You know what I mean? As far as like the storefronts go, like the $20 to fucking $40 jobs, they've got it on lock.
And if you're established like that 20 years, 15 years, you ain't gonna touch that work.
And that's the same thing with me. I mean, I just think it's funny how hard he's pushing to work in Sandusky. Like, it's just funny to me. Because
it's gonna hurt your feelings.
It's not so much hurt my feelings. It's just like, dude, like, eventually you gotta move on with your life. I said what I said. You scratch glass, or I'm not necessarily you scratch glass, but your company scratches the fuck out of glass. And he posted
guys
this.
That you hire that wear sweatpants that sag down below their
Yeah,
ass.
your fucking employees wear sweatpants and shit. It's like, bro, you know what I mean? Come on, man. You need to focus on other shit. But he's like, he posted this shit, and it was like it was directed towards me and a couple of local guys. I could tell that he was talking shit, you know what I mean, about us.
Yeah.
And I've just got on there and I was just like, listen, if you want somebody to scratch the shit out of your glass, hire this guy. And he got mad at me, sent me a message.
I'll go put some tape on the glass for them.
Got mad at me, sent me a message and all this fucking shit. I don't know why you would say that. And I was like, well, I don't know why you'd post an ad like that. You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense. You're from Cleveland. We get it. You're big time. You're fucking awesome. You like your fucking your old lady to step on on your balls with high heels and shit. You're a real cool dude. You know what I mean? We get it. We get it. You're a real cool guy.
That's fun for the whole family.
Yeah, just leave. You know what I mean? Like, make it make sense is all I'm trying to say. Make it make sense. He's in his Indeed ad. He's fucking talking about 6 figures a year for whoever this is that's taking over this industry.
He's certainly going to lose his shit.
You're going to lose your fucking ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if I really wanted to, I could be a prick about shit and do jobs for fucking, just to do them. You know what I mean? Just to do them.
Yep.
But I'm not that. I'm not that way. And until it gets to a point where, like, if I see that, like, I've already said something to one guy. The kid doesn't work anymore, but he was following me around one day while I was doing my shit, and he was following me. Yeah, he was following me around and going in and dropping cards and trying to fucking beat me up on price. And finally, I got wise to it. So the next time I fucking found his fucking ass the next month, and I told him, I said, the next time you do that, I'm gonna beat your ass, not your boss's ass, your ass. I'm gonna fucking whack your fucking hands with a hammer and see how well you clean windows with busted fucking hands.
Yeah.
I was like, I will never go to one of your jobs and fucking do that. Never. Never. I will never see another window cleaner doing a route job and me walk in after he's done and be like, I can do it cheaper. Like, who does that? You know what I mean?
Well,
It's
I can tell you,
ridiculous move.
I bought a route one time. And I bought it for cash. There was it was a small piece of work, like $2,000 a month. And like 2 months in, all of a sudden, I go in to collect the job, and the lady's like, "Oh, we made a change. I'm sorry, we're not going to keep you around." And I'm like, "Okay, have a nice day." And then like another one. So the second one, it was all the route was on one street. So I go, "Okay, that's fine, but you do me a favor, just let me know who it is." And she gave me the card, right? So I called the guy, and I'm like, "Hey, man, I just bought that route. I paid 10 times the dollar, so I got to have it for 10 months just to break even." I go, "And you're fucking attacking the work." And he's like, "Well, I was very disappointed that he didn't offer it and sell it to me." And the guy was sick, and I helped him out, and then he didn't come back to work, so I bought the business, basically, okay? I didn't plan to do that. I did an 80-20 split with him while I was washing it. So I kept his business alive for 3 months. He had surgery. And when he came back, or he never came back, I said, "Look, let me just make you an offer on this, and I'll buy it." It was like 10 grand, let's say, okay? And he's like, "Just give me 2 checks for 5 grand. I'll deposit them 1 month apart, because if you put 10 grand in the bank, it goes red flag." Anyway, I'm like, "Okay." So we make a deal, and I go to the guy. "Listen, dude, these jobs pay nothing." I go, "They're fucking 1985 prices. I paid decent money for them, and you're fucking attacking it." And he goes, "I'm a retired New York police officer." He goes, "I have a pension." He goes, "And I don't give a fuck what you say." He goes, just like this. His words were, "I'm just a little pimple on your ass. I've seen your guys around cleaning buildings, cleaning this, cleaning that." And I go, "Okay, you want to be that way, that's fine." I go, "Guess what? When I got a pimple on my ass, I fucking pop it." So I took my wife's vehicle out, and I followed him around, and I wrote down his jobs, and I fucking went into everybody. I said, for every one he takes from me, I'm taking 3 from him. Well, I took a car dealership, a big sports bar, and one other job. He called me practically crying. I go, "I'm not fucking done with you yet." I go, he's like, "I'll return the jobs." I go, "You can't return them. Right. They're fucking gone." I go, "I'm keeping this, and I'm going to continue until you fucking pull back and you stay out of my fucking work." And he did. And then about 2 years later, he called me, and he's like, "I'm thinking about getting out. Do you want to buy my business? Because I know you bought the other guys." I'm like,
"No, I'll just take them.
Why would I buy business from you that I've already paid for?"
Right.
I go, "You took 3 or 4 jobs from me. When all said and done," I go, "I'm not interested." He goes, "You didn't even ask me the price yet." And I go, "That shows how interested I am." You got to hit those people hard, and they'll leave you alone.
Yeah, I don't, I'm not... it's just that what he does, like national accounts, you know what I mean? And he probably gives these dudes incentive to go in and try to fucking poach work from people. Well,
they probably get a commission on the job. So if they pick up a $20 job, they get $60 or $40.
Right. So I'm like, I'm indifferent to it because, again, I'm not like a fly-by-night window. I've been doing this for 20 years, you know what I mean? So it's not like I'm like hurting for cash. You're just fucking hurting yourself. If you are gonna target me and a bunch of other little dudes, I can tell you, just because I've fucking had coffee and donuts with these 2 gentlemen before, that the 3 of us could make your life a living fucking hell out this way. Period.
Yeah.
Period. They've already said it. They're like, the one guy was like, I stay away from his work. He goes, but I have noticed that his guys, he goes, and they're like, it's a different one every fucking time. Keeps going in after trying to take my work from me. He's like, I don't get it. He goes, I don't understand why people do. I was like, well, I already threatened one dude to break his fucking hands. I ain't seen him since. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but like them dudes, those two dudes, they don't do houses like I do. You know what I mean? They got one or two that they do. They've been doing for years. You know what I mean? For whoever, for Mrs. Snoozebaum. You know what I mean? But I'm more of like a blend of both. And I like
you're
larger.
Not a paid employee. You're a business owner, so no one is going to feel that works for someone like you do.
Oh, right, and and I feel like I told my buddy Jason. My buddy Jason's like, he's like, what do you want to do? You want to give this guy cement shoes? And I'm like, nah, because no matter what he does, he's never going to be able to reach the level of service that I do unless he gets in his fucking car and does it himself. And I can assure you that guy ain't doing that.
Right.
He ain't never doing that. So
it just seems weird to go after small town or like town.
Well, he's like the dude's he's in like Pennsylvania, like Pittsburgh area, fucking Cleveland, Columbus, Sandusky. Like we service Cleveland and Sandusky. Okay, dude. No, you don't. No, you don't really. You really don't.
Yeah. Why would you only service two towns and they're 45 minutes apart from each other?
Well, Cleveland's about an hour away from here. He's like in the Akron. Yeah, he's like in the Akron area, so he's out near Josh.
Oh, okay.
What he needs, what dude needs to do is buckle down in his main service area, because Josh gonna run him out of fucking town. He gonna end up move that fucking business out of town. Josh Window Cleaner worldwide. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Josh do like storefronts and stuff too. I didn't know if you just moved strictly into power washing. Last I saw, he had a pretty big fleet.
Josh will do anything for money.
I mean, I'm the kind of the same.
Do you know what I mean? Like, and I'm the same way too.
Shit.
I won't pick up shit. I won't pick up shit.
I can't do that.
I'll pick up dog shit.
Josh,
no fucking way, dude. If
Josh can find a way to make money off it, that's the way he runs. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, man, it's what you do sometimes.
Does Josh and Central work in the same areas?
Yes.
So they probably.
Yes.
I wouldn't fuck with the show.
Oh, Josh! I know Josh can't stand you. Josh. Before I even knew about you and his dealings together, Josh couldn't stand him.
Yeah, Josh showed up in a big ass leotard, looking like what is that wrestler, King Kong Bundy,
Andre the Giant.
Yeah, a big ass leotard fit for two.
Look like Vader.
It's called a singlet.
Singlet, yeah.
Get it right.
I mean, honestly, personally. I don't know the dude. You know what I mean? I think his approach to things, and like I said, I think he just got butthurt about what I said, but I felt like his ad was attacking us. You know what I mean? Like, pretty much we're scumbags, and he's like, I've got this and I've got that, and go with the doody hooty doo. Shut up, dude. You fucking suck, bro.
Yeah.
You guys like literally scratch. When you gotta fly a motherfucker from Florida to fix shit, you fucking are a retard. Period.
Yeah, they
Period.
do.
You know what I mean? I'm not trying to be a dick, but I mean, if your dudes are fucking shit up to where you gotta fly somebody in across the country to fix your fuck ups, you gotta reevaluate your situation.
Right.
You know? I mean, if it was me, I would have been like, fuck you, dude, and let him fucking get fucking fucked in his asshole by some lawyer on that shit.
Any big window cleaning company that approaches the size of that around me fucking implodes, downsizes, and becomes a skeleton of what it was. And guess what? I'm sure they got more sanity than they did then. Right. Florida's very fragmented.
I don't know how I would deal with someone showing up to work with their fucking sweatpants on and their underwear showing. I don't know how I would fucking react to that.
Right.
Like, I don't know how I would be how you could be okay with that, like, being a thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
No.
hey, go ahead and go out and do your thing, like, dress like this. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, dude,
Right.
you know?
I mean, it's got to be strictly just a business, and a business he doesn't necessarily
Yeah, I'm
care
not
about.
saying
for
that you
to-
got to do the NASCAR shirts and the fucking, you know, khaki pants,
No,
but at least
yeah,
put on some fucking blue jeans and a belt, motherfucker. Jesus. You know?
Yeah.
no, I know. There's just some people who don't give a shit about their business, and
Right.
you can tell. You know what I mean?
That's why
Or
leaflets
it's-
get dropped in driveways. Boom, son. Call back. Deep cuts.
We're
behind
in the
scenes.
same boat here. Unless you're in Boston, I don't see how you could have more than like 4 or 5 crews to run a company. Just the amount of work you'd have to get and the size area you'd have to travel. I just don't know how you'd do it. You know?
Right.
In the city, you have a mix of residential, commercial, and storefronts. You could probably have, I don't know, 15 guys maybe.
Right.
But anything bigger than that, you're
I
in
actually have a plan for the spring. I'm going to do something that probably most people would be like, what? But I'm thinking about doing, and just saying, I got a truck. I just got to buy one piece of equipment and I'm going to put Elena in the motherfucker. I'm a trainer. Then I'm going to put Elena in that bitch and let Elena go do it. But I'm thinking about going and I'm thinking about sewing it all up and doing spider spraying. Spider spray, get a package deal, you know what I mean? Like, I'll come and spray the spiders, and then you could schedule your window cleaning right afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
that is
What
the
is that
biggest.
entail?
That is the biggest problem in my area is getting the spider spray guy and the window cleaning guy together. You know, it's so hard to get it done.
Yeah.
Because I
Is
deal
it
with it all the
technically
time
like
with my
a,
customers. My customers are always like, do you know anyone that sprays spiders that will fucking come? And I'm like sitting there every time I hear it, I'm like, man, how's I got just one piece of equipment and I could be making fucking $20,000-$30,000 more a year. But I would need someone in a truck to do it, and to pay. The only thing that's held me back all this time is just like, it's got to make sense financially for me.
Sure. Now, what do
To
you
do
need
it.
to spray for spiders? Like a pest control sprayer?
That's what I was going to ask.
Yeah,
Because you gotta
essentially
shoot like 30 feet or something?
Yeah, essentially, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the way I look at it is this. I could even get it as far as to, like, I'll come pressure wash the house. Then I'll come
Yeah.
spray it for spiders, and then I'll fucking clean the windows. You know what I mean? Like, I just bang, bang,
Yeah.
bang. You know what I mean? One stop shop, bang, bang, bang. And even if
Yeah,
I
yeah.
wasn't doing high volume, you know what I mean? I would still be, I'd have, you know, even if I cut back maybe 20 to 30% on what I normally do cleaning windows, I would easily make that up with bundling services.
Let me ask you this.
Huh.
You just have to make sure that it's not too much into pest control, because pest control is completely highly regulated. Like, we have a pest control supply store here that I could walk in and buy exactly the same shit that, you know, the national companies are buying to spray for bugs, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I just cannot make money spraying it. I could spray my own house.
Mm-hmm.
So if the pest bug spray that you're spraying is available to the public at any store, not a specialty pest control supply, I think it's legal. I know that.
I don't even think you can do that
looking.
here.
I'm not looking to do it illegally. I'm going to be licensed to do it.
Yeah, no, but I mean, license to spray pesticide is a completely different thing
I've
than.
done. Yeah, I know. I've done a shit ton of research on it. So
Okay.
it's
Yeah,
been
I'm
a couple years. My cousin's actually the one that really started looking into it, because, you know, him and I talk about shit like this all the time, and he's like, you know, if you did this, you're gonna have to. Well, I would definitely have to receive some you'll have to get a certification to do that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna advertise like, hey, I'll spray your house with fucking Ortho from fucking Lowe's. I'm gonna go,
Yeah.
you know, it's gotta be professional,
Right,
dude.
because like my brother-in-law worked for a national pest control service when I first met him, and he was telling me, because that's how I found out a lot about it. He goes, when you get out of your truck and park in front of someone's house, let's say you leave your truck on the street, if it's not locked or an inspector comes by and he can open up the side thing on the topper or whatever, or reach into your toolbox and take chemicals out, you're in a world of shit. So he's like, you have to lock the truck,
Right.
you have to have this, you have to have that. That's why I'm saying
These
wondering
dudes are
if there's a
getting-
way you can do it, offer it to your customers, but it's not pest control.
It's just spider spray. I'm not.
Yeah.
It's not. 90% of these guys aren't doing cockroaches and shit. They're just
Yeah.
all they're doing is spraying for spiders. It is
But
really.
it's not something that comes in an aerosol can, right? It's something
No.
you mix with water.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and
one
you
of the
just
bigger
need- you
companies
just-
around me does stuff like
You
that.
just
It
need an
takes
applicator's
the
license.
spiders.
That's all. Like Mark just said, you just need an applicator's license.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, and
So
you.
it
You.
probably costs
I will have to
5 to
carry.
7
I will
grand.
have to carry an extra set of insurance and all that shit
Right.
for it.
So I'm estimating off the top of my head to get the license and one of those sprayers probably used, but that's all good. $5,000 to $7,000.
I'll build
right?
it. I'll build it just like the.
Yeah, you could build it just like a
Yeah.
skid. You could go
Yeah,
12
I'm
volt.
not gonna. I'm not gonna buy one. Go crazy. I'm gonna. If I do it, that's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Is 12 volt. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. So,
Just
and
get a
actually,
freaking
I
roll can
already
something,
have the pump. A really good fucking pump sitting here for it.
Yeah.
That fucking pump that I bought.
The Delavan.
Yeah. You know. So
Oh yeah, no.
I would be doing is just spraying for spiders. That's it. Just roll and dude, they're making
Yeah.
like anywhere from 175 to fucking 375 in like maybe 30 minutes.
It's not long, dude.
It's
Hey.
kind of fucking
Here's
ridiculous.
the thing. If you never thought about this, pest control and lawn service and window cleaning are some of the only businesses with reoccurring revenue.
Mhm.
There's 2 guys that show up across the street at the old ladies. There's an older woman that lives across from me. Okay? Our driveways pretty much line up. And the guy's the nicest guy. He shows up in a Toyota truck with one of those big chemical sprayers in the back. He opens her gate. And he backs into the driveway. I'm not lying. I'm walking my dogs. It's always once a month he comes. He pulls the reel out, about 400 feet of hose, walks around the house. He sprays all the roof lines, all around the windows, and all around the base of the house. And then he's got one of those really nice electric reels. The guy pushes the button and it sucks the hose back up
Right.
in. I'm not lying to you. I walk 3 or 4 houses and he's already leaving. I mean, it's less than 10
Yeah.
minutes.
Yeah.
It's less than 10
I-
minutes.
The issue
I
around
have-
here is the good guys are so busy they can't take on any more work.
Right.
So
Right.
and that leaves a bunch of people with guys that just fucking like, it's gonna rain. There's a chance of
Yeah.
rain. We're not coming out today.
Yeah.
It's it's a little windy. We're not coming out today. Like
Yeah.
just stand there with the fucking wind. What are you doing?
My brother-in-law, when I can say this, he's long gone. He's gone anyway, but doesn't matter. He worked for what's the one with the rabbit ears on the fucking Volkswagens? Nolan, Truly
I don't
Nolan
know.
nozzle.
I have no idea. I've never even seen those before.
Yeah, Truly Nolan. They're a national company. But anyway,
Uh-huh.
he told me. He said, dude, when they sign someone up, they nuke the fucking house.
Yeah.
Like everything fucking dies. He goes, and then the next sprays once a month. It's about a third strength. It's mostly fucking water. He goes, because we fucking annihilate everything on the
Right.
first trip, and the rest we're spraying water. So if it costs us $3 to spray a house, and we're getting $40 a shot, I mean,
And this is another thing I want to bring up. Like Mark said right here, the overhead is like spraying bleach, but cheaper per gallon because it's all concentrated. That's why I
Right.
was like, when me and my cousin started looking into the chemicals and the materials to do it, I'm like, fuck, man, I'd be
Right.
making, you know what I mean? Like, there's money there to be made
yeah,
just off. And what I'm saying is, I'm not going into this like I'm fucking. Like, I'm going to start advertising that I spray
No, you
bugs.
got a
I'm not
client
going to
base.
do
You
that.
just
I've
go
got a
right to your
client
client
base,
base.
and I'm just going
Yeah.
to market directly to my client base. And I feel
Yep.
like if I do that, I'm going to gain because we're like, man, do you know a bug guy? Because my bug guy won't show up, and that's how I'm going
Yeah.
to get more fucking work is by word of
Right.
mouth, like I've done
Yeah.
everything else. So. Like I said, we, as you guys know, we started the LLC this year and everything. So I'm just trying to figure out a way to I'm trying to find a job for Elena besides, I wondered that way having 2 people makes sense that way. I'm adding a little bit more revenue. You know what I'm saying?
dude, that little Ford Ranger of yours, perfect.
That's exactly what I plan on
Perfect.
doing, Mark.
Fucking perfect.
I've got to do some work to it, but I'm having a problem. It won't fucking shift.
Oh, it's the automatic.
It's an automatic. It won't. It's like between 35 and 45 miles an hour. It won't shift, and it makes me think that there's something electronic wrong, because the transmission was completely rebuilt.
Okay, so
The check engine light came on, and then it stopped fucking shifting, and I cannot figure out what the fuck it is. I've changed the speed sensor, the sensor in the diff. Everything. I can't figure it out. I'm wondering if either there's, like you said, maybe a bad vacuum line.
vacuum modulator.
The vacuum modulator, like something, and that right there, dude. I'm like, I might as well be Greek to me.
Yeah.
But I need to figure it out. And the reason why I have not gotten deep into it is because I got the F-150. I use the Ranger to drive to fucking the dump. You know what I mean? And I just drive it in second gear. You know what I mean? I'm just, I'm not, it's not revved up. I mean, I get around like 35, 40 miles an hour. It's fine.
What if okay, have you tried to manually shift it?
Oh, it shifts fine.
Yeah, so
if I go from first to second into overdrive, it's fucking perfect.
Yeah.
But once it dropped, like if I go up a hill and it drops under 45, it doesn't know when to shift. It's like, do I shift? Do I not shift? Do I shift? Do I not shift?
Right. Well, let me ask you this then. I mean, I don't know a lot about transmissions, so I don't want to sound like I know a lot. I probably know more than you do. No offense, but
you
don't know
do.
a lot. Okay.
Yeah.
I think first check if it has a vacuum modulator, because that's what helps it shift. You've already replaced the VSS in the rear differential, right?
Yes.
And
the deal on the transmission too. There's a little deal on the transmission I replaced as well.
Yep.
The speed sensor.
Those two communicate.
The speed sensor and that deal right there are brand new.
Okay, so
twice actually. I took them back because I thought they were broke.
You did both of them though, the rear end and the transmission.
Yes,
sensors.
I did them both. I replaced them both twice.
Yeah,
I took
something's
them both.
not communicating.
Yes, that's why I thought it was electronic. I thought maybe the brain in my Ranger's going bad. Do you know what I mean? Or took a shit.
But what it could be doing is going into like a limp mode. So if you have a check engine light, and let's say it just happens to be something telling the engine is overheating, it's running hot. It goes into limp mode. It will
go like you said, and just to confirm your diagnosis. When I take off, when I clear the computer and clear the codes and take the battery off, I start it up, no check engine light. I drive down the road, maybe 5 minutes in, it starts to shift, and then it throws the check engine light, and then it starts shifting all fucked up.
Yeah, the check engine. Well, you gotta have that code red.
I have a fucking dealio, and it keeps telling me the vehicle the speed sensor. It keeps telling me that's what's wrong. I fucking replaced it 3 times.
One or two things. If you've replaced it several times, and you're getting an aftermarket part, which aftermarket parts are never as good. No. If you're getting a Ford part and it's still throwing the code, then the only thing it's going to be is the wiring, either the plug. Mm-hmm. Okay, you got to get someone with an ohm meter to check the wiring at the computer
from the computer to the
yes.
Okay,
it's the communication issue. So, especially since you said
if it's like way under 12 volts with the ohm meter, then there's something wrong, right?
Right.
Because it's a 12-volt system, right?
No, just because it's 12 volts, a lot of these sensors run in actually milliamps.
Okay.
So it could be 7.2 volts. Okay. So it's going to run between 7.2 and 8.5.
Because I have an ohm meter. I know how to read one.
Right,
so.
But you need to look up what that sensor's supposed to read. It's not going to be 12 volts.
Okay, all right.
It's going to be
I never even thought of that. There could be an issue. And actually the bed mounts are fucking...
7.325.
Most likely what it does is it probably starts off at, let's say, 6.5 volts, and then ends up at 12.
Well, the bed mounts for the bed have collapsed, and I had a lot of weight in the back of that bitch for a long time, and I'm wondering if maybe I might have pinched a wire with the bed.
Yep.
Man, I never even thought of that.
Yeah. Pull the harness down.
I'm pulling the bed off of it this winter.
There you go, and then inch by inch, check out the wiring. You can even unplug it at the transmission. Okay, unplug it on the rear end, and take fucking simple 12 volts to it and check the end of the wire for continuity. You'll find which one has a break. It's probably the wiring.
I'm thinking about putting a fucking an air ride system on the Ranger, not like boom boom chicka
No, the
boom boom air
overload.
ride, but
The
helper bags.
Ride overload.
Yeah, helper bags.
They work good.
I'm thinking about making that the clear views pressure. I'm actually building a Tanner skid for the back of the truck, but not for window cleaning. I'm building it for pressure washing.
Oh,
Well, we will most likely, now that you've confirmed that, you know, it was I was thinking that was probably what I was going to do, but I was thinking about buying a gas motor and running it off gas. The pest control, you know, because it's just simple, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then, you know, there's no battery charger or anything like that, but I was like, well, if I'm going to have the bed off the truck, I can run my wiring and everything right there, so I'm charging while I'm going. I will never have to fucking worry about this shit
Make
again.
yourself a nice little flatbed.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. And
that's
just
a money maker there.
Put helper bags on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but man, I don't want to get rid of my tailgate. That's the only thing that bums me out is I got a big graphic on my tailgate. I hate, man, that sucks. I'm gonna
hang it on the wall.
Right? Yeah. Nobody's gonna see it though, is what I'm saying. He said hang it on the wall. I mean, your logic is sound, but nobody's gonna see it if it's hanging on the wall. You know what I mean?
It's like, you know what I'm doing? When my father passed away, I put a tree in the ground for him, and we put some ashes in there. And now that's 10 years old, so it's a monster shade tree. And I always say, like, either on his birthday or on his death day, I want to build a bench, but I'm not a carpenter. So I know I could fucking screw some shit together, but I want to make something cool. So I finally figured I'm going to take an old Ford truck tailgate, and that's going to be the backrest.
Oh, cool.
I'm going to make but it's going to be like patina, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Rusting but clear coated.
Right, yeah.
I'm going to make a bench because I sit under the tree.
Do you ever watch that dude I told you to watch on YouTube, Vice Grip Garage? You do?
Yeah.
Why don't you get some of that?
I follow him, so it sends me a message when he puts out a new video.
You need to you need to buy his shine juice, man. Use that. His shine juice is pretty dope, man.
Yeah. I know what he's saying. Yeah.
That'd be cool as fuck, dude, actually. That's a really good idea.
Yeah.
I don't you know, I don't know. I like the pressure washing. Like, I want to build a pressure washing skid essentially for the Ranger, and I'm conflicted because I know that, you know, having a buffer tank is super important. Not only do I have to have a buffer tank, but I'm going to have a chemical tank, and I'm just wondering if I run a 5.5 or 5 gallon per minute machine, how much of a buffer tank am I going to need?
Well,
because I would be, because I'm gonna want to hook up to water, and you know, but a lot of the water, like, you know, fill as I'm going.
Is it wells?
Yeah, well, some of them.
Also, keep in mind, even with your little douchebag suspension that you're planning to put, and I'm not knocking it, but you know what I'm saying. At the point of adding those airbags, Firestone Ride, I've installed that system for a guy that actually has a 12-volt pump built in it, and you can adjust it in the truck. The cool thing is, like, if you want to hook up to a trailer, you can deflate the bags, get under the trailer.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
Pick up the trailer.
Yeah.
But now you're starting to talk about overloading the tires. You understand? So you have to be careful. Personally, I say.
Well, I have 4-wheel drive rims and tires on my 2-wheel drive Ranger. Yeah, they're 15s. I got 16s on there. 16s.
Yeah, you're going to get a better tire, but I'm thinking you need to limit it to 200 gallons in total or less, honestly. Okay. Water's fucking heavy.
Right, of course.
You know.
Well, I mean, it's 8 pounds a gallon, right?
What's your GPM that you want on your pressure washer?
Huh?
Are you going to go 5.5?
I think that's safe. That's a safe bet, right,
well,
Seth?
What are you trying to do? You're just doing residential shit.
Yeah.
The question is, how many actual pressure washing jobs do you want to do in a year?
Right. Well, go ahead.
If you want to do under 100, a 4 gallon a minute machine will be fine. If you want to do more than 100, then you got to go into the 5.5 range.
I'll tell you what, T, you need it.
Really, Seth, to be quite honest with you, all I want to run is a 16-inch Whisper Wash occasionally, and fucking spray and downstream. That's all I want to do.
Yeah. Oh,
houses.
You know what
That's all I want to do.
You guys might be interested. I saw this guy. He got rid of the ball and spring in a downstreamer and put a check valve in. We just did that here.
It lasts a lot longer.
You pull that out and you put I don't know, probably like an 1.25-inch check valve.
That bitch will suck down some fluid.
Dude, I put it on a 2.
Well, can't you can't you fucking woody woo with the fucking valve a little bit so it's not full blast open though? And will
Well,
it
yeah,
pull?
I mean, if you use, dude, it pull. Well, one, you now are not relying on the ball and spring to work, which is that's what goes on a downstream. And it's basically a check valve. But like, I was pulling, I think with the 2.3 one, like 1.5, 1.6%, like, which is, I mean, you only really need 1 or under 1% to wash a house.
0.75 to 1,
Yeah. So, I mean, this was, I mean, for here, with like TJ and me hitting in the 40s and stuff, you kind of want to run 1.5 when it's like 40, 45, 50.
I know on my trailer, Sacco recommended it. Actually, I bought it from Sacco. The Super Sud Sucker.
Yes.
And he said if you want more, we'll put the check valve in it, but leave it alone for now. It's plenty strong, and that motherfucker will suck down. So I only have a 35-gallon tank. That bitch sucks down some fluid. Yeah.
Like, did those cost $150 though? I built mine for $25
with the check valve and everything.
The check valve. Well, I mean the GP downstreamer is like $15. The check valve was like 11 or 12.
Yeah.
And then you buy the adapter because you need an adapter to like adapt down in size.
Right.
Into it. I mean, dude, it might have been the simplest thing to put together. It works. I mean, it works great.
I'm not, I'm not really like. I mean, if I get under 100 jobs, I wouldn't be upset. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To be honest,
you have to think, how many could you really do the way you're set up now?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Well,
so what I'm saying, that might take 2-3 years to get there anyways. By that point, a 4-gallon minute machine, if you're going to make your money back on like a couple of jobs, you know?
Right.
I mean, honestly, you don't even need to necessarily have a bleach tank. You could just get 5-gallon jugs, store them in the back, and drop dipstick in each one.
Right.
You know, bring as much. You know, you got 3 house wash jobs. Bring 20 gallons with you.
Right.
And you're good to roll. You know.
Right.
I mean, you can.
Not unless you just want the cool setup.
I mean, I wouldn't mind having it be trick, but you know, it doesn't necessarily have to be. You know, I mean, it could be trick if it needs to be.
If you decided every power washing job you're going to keep 20%, put it on the side to build the rig you want to build. Do that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like have your customers pay for it.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
And get something sick, but I mean,
I run into a lot of situations where I could upsell a job, and I just like, because of the way I do it now, I don't. You know what I mean? I'm just like, You know what I mean? If I just had a fucking hose reel, if I just had a hose reel, you know what I mean? I would be happy with that. Something to wind my pressure washing hose up on, I would be cool with that. You know what I mean?
Right.
But if I do that, I've got to make modifications. You know what I mean? And you know, it pains me to fucking tear that truck apart.
Yeah.
The better that, I mean, that my grandfather bought me that truck. My grandfather bought me that to keep this business going. You know what I mean?
Well, Grandpa would be proud you're making money with it.
When my main bearing went in the Ranger, my 2010 Ranger, my first truck, this truck I bought to start the window cleaning company, threw a main bearing in it, and you can't get that bottom end. You can't get a fucking that fucking Ranger motor anywhere. You know what I mean? Still to this day, the 2.3, that 2.3, you can't fucking get a long block, a short block, a fucking bare block. You can't get nothing for them motherfuckers.
Is that the one that has 8 spark plugs on
yes,
the
yes.
Yeah, that's a good engine.
But when they had main bearing issues.
Yeah, they're not rebuildable motors. You
no,
just get another one.
No, and you can't get another one. Or you couldn't when in 2011 or 2012, you couldn't find a motor for it anywhere.
Yeah.
They were telling me 2 years. I'm like, I can't wait 2 years. So
Right.
we bought the Green Ranger, and the Green Ranger is a 97 with under 100,000 miles on it. I just feel like a total piece of shit. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna totally fuck that truck up, but it's gonna make me money. Maybe I'll find an even nicer one. You know what I mean?
But that's why your grandfather invested in it, because it was gonna make you money. So why would he care?
He wouldn't.
If you're using it to make money out of it.
He wouldn't. You know? He wouldn't. I'm just a sentimental asshole.
No, but be sentimental about it, but be like, you know, I'm going to use this thing, but I modified it.
All it does is sit, dude.
Money.
It does. It literally sits in the shop and does nothing. I bet you if I went there to start it, the battery would be dead. That's the last time I can't even remember the last time I started it. It just chilling there. I don't fucking, it's literally an antique car right now.
Yeah. Well, put it to work. He'd be happy.
Put it to work. Oh, and the only other thing I'd invest money in if you decide to go the power washing route is buy one of those Flow Pros or like a Start Smart Box, one of those things. It's by far the best.
I was supposed to get a Start Smart Box like a year and a half ago. I never got one.
Well, I mean, he only has 10 left, and once he sells those 10, he's not making any more.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
He's getting out of it, which I don't blame him. There's too many people freaking copying.
Everybody's copying,
trying to ripping them off.
Like, is his for downstreaming or for soft washing though? I couldn't remember.
He's got downstreaming ones. He's got ones that'll start your engine if it's electric start, shut it off. He's got some pretty elaborate shit.
He has one that'll pull, like he's got a downstreamer, and he's got a freaking 12-volt pump connected to it, and you could pull like 30% or something crazy.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, John. I mean,
I
knew
case, you don't even need a soft wash system. You just use that.
I knew when I seen him doing that. I was like, unfortunately, the pressure washing fucking piece of shit pressure washing community is gonna eat this dude's shit up. You know what I mean? I kind of seen.
Once someone comes up with an idea, everyone copies it. Makes it cheaper. They basically just reverse engineer it. And
well, John's issue is he won't. Yeah. He's gonna fucking make it the best way he can. So
exactly. That's how.
But that's good though. You know, I mean, people like stuff like that. I mean, you're gonna have people. Like,
some people honestly, like silencers, and some people like fucking Pull-X buckets. You know, it just. I actually have a question for everybody. And, you know, it's been a debate for me with someone. Do you feel like the Mormon Drywalker is copying the recapture patent from the silencer? Do you feel that that is a patent violation? Being that it's a recapturing bucket on a belt.
I can't honestly speak to that because I don't own one, nor will I ever...
I've actually tried the Mormon. It broke on me.
It's good. Oh, it broke.
It did better than I thought it was going to. But
yeah,
to me, it's patent infringement. But that's just my personal opinion. It could be because I'm a maker guy. You know what I mean? But
but
to me, it really seems like you're stealing someone's idea there, like big time, and it's a patented idea. It's really weird. I feel like they should be paying royalties. They probably won't be able to do it for long. Them cheap plastic fucking
major
tools.
Changes. So the one change I can say is one's made out of plastic, one's made out of like a ballistic nylon. So there's one change. I mean, if there's two other changes,
the way they recapture water, I believe, is different, right?
Huh?
I don't know.
The way they recapture water.
No.
Isn't it slightly different? No,
it's just at the bottom of the Boab, it kicks in and goes down into a plastic cup. So a detachable cup, just like a detachable, it just seems like, to me, I don't know. I just think that's trashy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it's just.
I'm not disagreeing with you that it's
wild to me. It's wild to me how it's wild to me how these industries do shit like that.
They all do it.
It's especially the small, like this. It's just it's the small one. It's the small one. It's
been happening since Edison, man. Edison,
I know.
None of that stuff was his. All those guys did.
You would think that such a finite industry wouldn't eat itself. You know what I mean? Cannibalize itself in that way. It's just like dudes going behind you and fucking trying to get a job fucking off you by doing it cheaper. Like, you're only hurting all of us. You know what I mean? Like, why are you doing that?
I only know a handful of people in this entire world that wouldn't fuck me over. You know what I mean?
I know I'm not one of those. Friends that's not.
That's what I'm saying. I know on two hands. That's it.
I would fuck you over for sure.
I'm not surprised in an industry like this where not a lot of people see each other face to face that they would screw somebody over.
If I had the chance, I would fuck you over in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat.
I hope so.
In a heartbeat.
I'd do it right back. But no, seriously, man. I mean, if it happens in your personal life,
you talk about fucking people over, and Mark gets up and walks away.
I don't necessarily think they would, Mark. I don't necessarily. I'm not even like what I'm saying here has nothing to do with Richie or Casper. This isn't a conversation I've had with them. This is just me on sidebar and fucking, private chatting. Just like because I'm I'm not a pot stirrer, but people bring shit to me. You know what I mean? Like, hey man, what do you think about this? And I'm just like, ugh. I mean, it's no comparison to me. It's.
That was pretty good.
I mean, that was high level shit there, literally.
Oh, you got a little turd in there, baby.
So, yeah, that was definitely coming around some doo doo. So, I mean, we might as well fucking. We got a couple of current events. We might as well talk about them. One, and I hope you don't mind talking about it, but Seth got some fucking hate speech in a fucking Ziploc bag with stones in it yesterday.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, that was. Yeah, I live on busy roads.
Yeah, go ahead.
I just thought it was trash. Picked it up. I mean, it was trash, but I was caught off guard. It was definitely. I wanted to fuck with them so bad, and like call them. My wife's like, they're gonna know where we live. Just throw it in the trash. Don't.
So just explain to people what you got in your driveway, because they don't know.
It's some New England National Socialist group. Basically, we've had like a lot of migrants and stuff come in.
Yeah.
Boston and stuff like that. And
well, that's what you guys wanted. That's what Boston wanted. That you guys all wanted to free open the borders. That's what you guys wanted. Now everybody's mad.
Yeah, not in my town.
I think this is a direct reaction to it.
Yeah.
But it was the way it was worded. It was like, "Are you pro-white? Are you of European descent?
I just don't
stand up and protect your people." I was like,
while I do agree, and this is gonna sound terrible. While I do agree that. The regular, like Anglo-Saxon fucking, Irish fucking, like regular white folks are finite. You know what I mean? We're becoming the minority, but that's just part of society, the intermingling of society. I don't you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not
I'm
not like
a whole lot of stock in my genetics personally.
Me either. I just don't, while I'm proud of where I came from, being from Ireland and shit like that. I'm cool with my heritage. I'm not really like my daughter dates a person of color. You know what I mean? So, like actually both my daughters do. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So like it's just the way of the world. You know what I mean? Like
to me, I'm more. I care what you think rather than what. That's honest. Like if you think. I mean, you don't even have to agree with me on a lot, but if we can have like basic principles that we agree on, and we can disagree, and it's not like the end of the fucking world. You know what I mean? Like someone.
Mark said cheap tacos, guys. Street tacos are amazing. You'll see.
Dude, I don't hate cheap tacos, man.
Hey, listen, bro. Mark, there's a couple of guys, like immigrants, that are doing street tacos here. They got taco trucks, and you are right. They are fucking amazing, dude.
Dude, the more people struggle, the better the food is.
Yeah.
It's just
the bigger the struggle, the better the food, dude.
Yeah,
so.
It's like there's a comedian. He's like, you never go out with people who like, hey, let's go get Canadian food. It's like, hey, let's go get Mexican or Italian.
Yeah. Or soul food, barbecue.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you
that's
what,
like barbecue. That's like the whole basis of barbecue is taking the unwanted, tough, cheap cuts of meat and making them a delicacy. That's what barbecue is all about. The essence of smoking
when
meat.
I was in my brother's in Texas, there's Tex-Mex places everywhere, and you will not get a bad meal. Anything in Florida that's called Tex-Mex sucks ass. You go there and you're like, what the fuck is this? Holy shit.
Every time I go to South Florida, I can't wait to eat Cuban food. It is good.
I'll be honest, if I could retire and move anywhere, it would be to probably Texas or possibly Florida, but most likely Texas.
Awesome, man.
Most likely
Texas.
Texas.
Texas is the bugs, man. They get some weird ass shit there. It's like if you go to South Texas, man, you feel like you're on like Mars, man. Throw shit out.
I'll stay in Florida.
Florida has some like big bugs, but it's like stuff you've seen before. Texas is like I just don't think I can handle like the creatures they have that live there.
We got 6 people watching. I don't know if we're gonna do 2 hours tonight.
Pretty shameful, man.
It's Thursday night, man. It's Thursday
Yeah,
nights.
football
It's just
season
It's hard
again.
with the
football season. Yeah, it's just gonna be, it's gonna be like this. I personally, and I don't know, I don't know if there's a few guys here that are watching that aren't Patreon members, but I mean the cheapest is like $1. It's like $12 a year. I'm really thinking about, especially considering the way things go in the summertime, the way Seth is in the summer. Seth is almost unbearable to work with in the summertime. He's like fucking hates all of us. I'm starting to think that we might end up doing this where I'm just going to do the live stream for Patreon members and it's just going to get uploaded for everyone else afterwards. Is most likely what's going to end up happening with this, because it's
Seth is having too many outbursts and too many rants.
well,
So
not
just
so much
like
that. No.
everything.
I mean, that's never going to change. I mean, clearly you don't remember the old show because there was
Yeah,
some
I do.
shit said on that motherfucker, and I just posted it anyways. You know what I'm saying? So, and
Well,
that's
that's
I'll
what
always
we didn't
continue to
care.
do that. But my thing is this: like, it's hard for me to create content for fucking Patreon members, and I'm thinking that that's just the best way to do this. If you're a Patreon member, you get to see the show live, and I'm just gonna start the live stream. I'm not necessarily start their live stream, but like send out most likely a fucking Zoom link so fucking Seth will stop fucking crying about fucking Skype and just send it out to everybody like, hey, we're going live on Zoom, and they will watch the show from the time we hop into there to the time we hop out. They'll get the behind the scenes, and I'll hit record, stop record, hit record, you know what I mean? And that's the way the podcast will get uploaded. That's most likely what's going to end up happening. It's most likely going to happen after the 300th episode.
Honestly, I don't think it's a bad idea. at
I
all,
just
you know what
think,
mean?
like, in the summertime, that way, if, like, like, Mark and TJ have had a rough fucking Wednesday, and we're like,
Yeah.
fuck, man, I don't want to do this tonight. We could just be like, hey, man, let's just do it fucking, Friday fucking night. None of us got shit going on. Or, like, hey, can we just record one Tuesday? You know what I'm saying? Or, hey, maybe Monday's the best day. But what we'll try to do is record it on Wednesdays like we always do. You know what I mean? But if something changes that way,
Thursdays.
yeah, or Thursdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, we'll try to keep it within that thing. But, if we switch to that format, it will be, we'll have a little more leeway. You know what I mean? The only thing I'm concerned about is people taking advantage of it. Like Seth's had a fever for like 6 weeks. Listen, man, you can't. You and Mark can't not
No.
show up to fucking podcasts for like 2 weeks and then not.
At
get
least
your
Mark
balls
was just
busted.
honest. He's like, "Hey, I'm tired."
Yeah, Mark was just honest about it. He
I'm
was like,
gonna
"Listen,
tell you
guys,
about-
I was out late. I really don't. I'll do it if you want me to, but I'm tired." So it's like, "Oh, I'm pooping." You know what I mean?
I have 2 Mercedes dealers that I've taken over the pressure washing on, right?
Right.
And one of them, the one I sent you the picture of, I brought Scott with me.
Uh-huh.
So you gotta hear this fucking story. So they call me because if you work for Mercedes or Porsche, Mercedes and Porsche are very stringent on cleanliness.
Uh-huh.
They get inspected all the time. It's like no other car manufacturer, which is a good thing because the services go to us, the lawn and everything else. But
Uh-huh.
so I got a phone call on Wednesday saying, hey, we got a visit on Friday. Is there any way you can get the service drive done? You just have to move it because it's only once a month. I'm like, yeah, we'll do it. It's like, can you do it tomorrow? Okay, so that you can do it Thursday
Right.
or Wednesday. So I was like, Scott, we're going to pressure cleaning. You can't start till 6 o'clock when the service drive empties.
Right.
We get there, and I'm figuring I'm going to give Scott some education. He knows how to pressure wash. He knows 90%. I need to give him that 10%, especially on the trailer mount,
Right.
I get him set up. We put up sprayed out some chemical. He's just rinsing everything. And I go to the truck to grab a drink, and my truck is locked, okay?
Right.
Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm an idiot. I leave my keys on the floor under the seat all the time.
I
Right.
leave. I'm going to tell you this right now. I have the F-150 key where the hoop breaks off the end.
Yes.
There's just a fucking. My truck is sitting out. You could leave that, get in that bitch right now and take off with it.
Right.
I never take the key out of the ignition unless I go into the grocery store.
Right. So, well, like, let me back this up a minute. My wife had an Expedition that had the electronic key too, and that bitch is like fucking $400. But
Yes. Yes.
It was a regular key with the transponder built in it, right? So I took the transponder, zip tied it under the column,
My buddy was like, just wrap it in duct tape around that bitch and leave it there. Get you a different key.
And then you could use a regular key to start the truck. When I traded it in, I took it back out. But I can't do that on my F-250. And I literally lost the second key to the truck.
Oh, no.
It's like $450 for that
they're
key.
not cheap.
So now, here's the thing that bothers me the most. I park the truck. I got 200 foot of hose, so I park in the middle, and we use all 200 foot to do the service drive. I go to get a drink 15 minutes in, and the truck is fucking locked. Okay? And I go, Scott, did you lock the truck? And he gets the deer in the headlights look. I go, I'm taking a deep breath because I don't lift on him anymore or try not to on anyone. And I'm like, motherfucker. I go, dude, we're right here. Like, the truck is parked in the service drive, and we're cleaning the service drive. We're not going to be more than 100 foot either way from the fucking truck. I go, my gun is in the truck. I go, well, so is fucking mine. I go, here. So I call
Just a habit.
Yeah.
I call my wife, and I go, you're going to have to call a lockout service. Oh, the dealership was pretty much empty, but I did find one mechanic, and he's like, only thing I can offer you is a coat hanger. And he goes, oh, you got that Super Duty? He goes, you ain't getting in that motherfucker with a coat hanger.
Right,
right. So I call my wife, plus $230. So I go,
you don't got AAA?
Yeah.
Huh?
And just do that one more
I
time.
don't have AAA. That's for girls.
I don't have AAA. That's for girls. AAA is for pussies who ain't got $250.
Right. So
Throw money in the trash.
I go inside. I go, listen.
You know what? Look at this money. I'm just gonna burn it.
I go, Scott, listen. I'm not angry, okay? But when we're done here in 4 hours, I want to go fucking home to bed. I go, and we just dropped $230 on a $500 pressure washing job. You realize that, right?
Fuck, yeah.
So that had me kind of bent.
Oh, the rest of the night would be, dude. I already understand where you're coming from because I'll clean I did a job today. I had to fucking knock fucking $75 off this fucking job because I washed this lady's fucking screens, and then when I took them in the house, I fucking got dirt on her fucking white fucking comforter. Liquid mud. Yeah, I mean, these motherfuckers been sitting out there for 3 hours. You know what I'm saying? And it was the last thing I was going to do is put the screens back in. Motherfucker. So you're like, I just did all this for fucking nothing. You know what I mean?
Right.
I didn't. I still made it was still a good tip, but it's still it fucking it made me fucking sick. You know what I mean?
Dude, this guy shows up, and he has a little airbag, and he pumps the fucking, sticks it in there, opens the door, takes this big long rod, and all the Fords, the nice thing is you get to the door handle and twist, bump. Yep. I'm not telling you, 15 minutes. 15 minutes, I go, I'm in the wrong fucking business, man. Yeah. The guy pulls out his phone. I swipe my card, $230 fucking dollars, and down the road he goes.
What you do is buy the airbag and the rod and fucking stick it in your fucking bed of your truck and leave it there.
Well, you know what? All it is, you can go to Home Depot and buy it. It's a fucking air shim, is all it is.
Yeah, that's all.
But you need that rod, dude. That fucking rod that has the bend in it is perfect.
Yes. Yeah.
I could make it if I had one to copy it. Yeah. But here's the thing. Okay, so what's your opinion? Because I'm weighing it.
Okay.
$400 for a key, or if I buy that setup with all the gadgets, is $350. What do I do? You know, do I buy a key?
I would buy it. No, I would buy the lockup. Yeah, I would buy the key. I would buy the fucking key. But no matter what, where are you gonna put that key? You know what I mean? Well, you have to give it to your wife, and then your wife's going to be pissed at you for having to drive out.
I'll put it in my toolbox.
Okay. But buy the key.
Dude, when I had my Ford Ranger,
Uh-huh.
you know how you open the gas tank door?
Yes, sir. Yeah,
And it
I already
has
know.
that little grommet?
Yeah, yes.
Stick the key right in there.
Yes,
No one ever
sir.
knows
I have one there. I have one there.
Mark, you can do this thing called roll your window down.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
You're right. Steph, you're right.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. But you know what? I went to I was at Ace Hardware buying ammonia, and I saw we make keys, even electronic keys. So I go back, and my key is weird. It's not. It's that weird cut key. It's
Yes.
flat.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So I go, can you cut one of these? And he goes, yeah, we can make that. And then that's where I found out it was that price. And I go, okay, how about this? Can you make this without the transponder? I just wanted to open the fucking door.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, no, I can't. I go, so you can cut it, but you can't make it on a blank. He goes, that's the thing. They don't make a blank that doesn't come with the transponder.
You gotta have the. Yes, they only make keys with the transponders. That's what they told me at the dealership.
Oh, Mark,
I'm like,
you should
what the
3D
fuck?
print it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, get a hold of Philip. Philip will
Break it on
3D
that.
print it for you out of Simpo on it.
SIM clamp.
The SIM key. This is my SIM key.
So you know what?
Little
It's just,
SIM
it's just
key.
stressful. You give up $230 on a $500 job, and you already worked 8 hours, and you're getting home with wet shoes and wet clothes.
Well, what all this story is about is the fact that Mark wasn't on the podcast last week. Just so everybody knows,
Right, yeah, well,
that 20 minutes we just did right there was the reason why Mark wasn't
Right.
on.
Get back to the show.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah. Long story short story long with Mark Tanner. I missed that one.
Well, the fucked up thing is, T,
Uh,
the key is somewhere in my house. I just
Oh.
can't find it. I know I lost it in the house. It's somewhere. One day, like if we move a piece of furniture or some shit, and it's a big fucking key.
I've
that folds out.
decided on my own, and my family doesn't know this, and if they're watching, they're probably going to hear it for the first time. I've decided that after this weekend, starting the last week of October, I'm gonna like room by room throw every fucking thing away.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna start throwing shit away. Yeah, I'm just gonna back the Ranger in the fucking driveway, room by room, and I'm just like shit that just doesn't get touched anymore. Or just been
Something you
laying-
haven't used in 5 years. Get rid
I'm
of it.
fucking throwing everything the fuck
Then you're
away.
gonna drive
I'm
that
done
bitch
with it.
second gear to the dump and dump it.
Right.
Yes.
No, just Shawshank it, just a little by little every day until
Yeah.
Right.
it's gone.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
Put a
that's what I was
poster
thinking. I was like,
strip at a time.
every weekend between then and fucking Thanksgiving, I'm just gonna fucking take a truckload of shit from each room to the dump. I'm just done. I still have my grandma's shit here. There's still some of my grandpa's shit here. I'm just getting rid of shit. I'm just done.
Yeah.
I'm done with it. I'm done
Yeah.
with it. I'm done keeping shit.
Yeah.
I'm just done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm throwing in.
you
I
done?
have 2 boxes of Squeegee Life magazines. 2 boxes. I have.
Yeah.
I mean, I gave like a bunch of which was really gratifying and very nice that a lot of my family members and friends were like, dude, can I have one of those? It made me feel really good. I probably won't throw those away. I'll probably take those and probably, put them in trash bags and set them up on a shelf in the shop just to have them, you know what I mean? Just to try to, in case maybe one day down the road guys might want them or something.
You
They
know
never
what you
had
can
one.
do is you can get a silver Sharpie autograph and give them out as Christmas gifts every year.
That's a really
for
good
10
idea.
years. For
That's
10
a
years.
really
Yeah,
That's a
yeah.
great
You can
idea,
just put them
Mark.
on the website, but you
Yeah.
can like superimpose my face over that other person's face.
Right.
What I'll do is I'll get
I-
Jacob
$5 a
Williams.
piece.
I can
I'll
do
get
that for
Jacob
you,
Williams. I'll get Jacob Williams fucking stickers of your head and just stick stickers on each one, and then that's what I'll do.
The Free Williams shirt. Just put like a Jacob's head
Yeah,
on a large fish.
man, I've got some. Only Seth knows about this. Mark and Jacob don't, but I've got 6 pieces of something super fucking cool here, but. You guys don't know what I have. Seth knows what I have, and it's
I
fucking
know what you
dope.
have.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's right. You do know what I have.
Yeah, you
I told Jacob. The only person I didn't tell was Mark.
Yeah, 'cause
Would you like tampons?
Huh? Yes.
Autograph?
Yes.
Would you like tampons?
Yes.
Very absorbent?
Yes.
Microfiber
Yeah.
waffle weave?
Yeah. Mark's the only one that doesn't know
AAA
about it yet.
card.
What do we got? Let's see.
Kotex.
I can't.
Oh.
I'll show you privately though.
Okay.
But yeah, you guys are gonna be stoked. There's some cool shit Then what's up? Whatever your fucking what's that guy's name? Why do I always forget his fucking name?
Jacob.
No.
Riley. James Riley.
James. Like fucking just make a fucking like you don't make YouTube videos as Zen Window Clean. Just make your fucking name James Riley and quit fucking around.
Rim job Riley.
Yeah, blowjob Riley.
Yeah.
Rim job Riley.
Jimmy C. Riley.
Did you call me Rim Job Riley? Is that? It's fucking excellent.
Or Jimmy the cunt rag.
All right. Pretty
Man,
good one.
Man, dude, that's wild, bro.
Just tossing around the hard seas.
Yeah. Whoa, bro.
Well, bro.
So
Mark
everyone
Cubic.
else? How's everyone else feeling about their fucking? Well, it's just Seth. How you feeling about your fantasy football team in the Squeegee Life Fantasy Football League? Mine's fucking done, dude. We're done. Like
Mine's hanging in there.
Everybody I've got is injured or fucking on IR or questionable every fucking week. Like my best player, Justin Jefferson, is fucking on. When's he ever coming back? The Vikings suck, so they probably won't even bring that dude back this year. That's how bad the Vikings fucking suck. So yeah, my life is fucking over pretty much.
We definitely play in the biggest fantasy football league I've ever been in, and
Who?
The Squeegee Life one 16-team league is big, dude.
Yeah.
That's a big league. So it's hard enough anyways, because like when a guy goes down, like who the hell can you even pick up to replace him? You know what I mean?
So
you're
next year,
kind of like,
should we narrow it down to fucking like 12 teams?
the biggest league I've ever played in was 12 before this.
Okay.
Like I've played in a lot
So
of tens.
maybe we'll go to 10. We'll just do the 10 league. That's what we did last year, wasn't it? Was 10 last year, wasn't it?
Yeah, 10 makes it so like you can there's like actual people you can I kind of like the 16 because you had to go like real deep in your draft
yeah.
to like kind of protect yourself.
Uh-huh.
So it's been fun, but it's
I just don't like the
There's
fact
weird
that
fantasy
Damien.
anyway.
I don't like the fact that Damien traded himself players. That ruined it for me. To be quite honest
Cheater.
with you, cheater.
we got him. I caught him real quick. I was like, "Yo, did you just trade?"
What's
with
bad
yourself?
is me and my dad both beat the only undefeated teams in the league last week, or the week
Nice.
before that. And my
I was
dad
gonna
doesn't
say, I
even
think it
my
just beat you. Yeah.
my dad doesn't even have my dad doesn't even have the app on his phone.
So when he just gets on the computer and changes
No,
it.
no,
he doesn't
no,
even. So he
no.
did like I did last year. Never don't touch
listen.
it.
I logged in. I went to his house. I put the app on his phone. We were also doing his 23andMe. I put the app on his phone. He signed up for the league. Then, like, old dude fingers fucking deleted the app from his phone. And my dad's like, "What's happening with the fantasy football league?" I was like, what do you mean? You picked all your players? He's like, "I didn't pick shit." I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "I didn't pick none of those players." He goes, "I don't even know where the fuck the app is."
Dude, he's got a decent team too.
Who, my dad?
Yeah.
Yeah, he auto picked. He auto picked. That's all
Yeah,
auto
I was
picks.
I was like, man, your dad's like picked a pretty decent team.
Yeah.
I was like, he
My-
knows his
and
stuff.
mine's completely clueless. He had to buy 2 23andMe tests because he fucked the first one up.
He's like, I'm not sure who me or the other 23 are, but
No, he spit in the tube and never registered the fucking spit. He just set like a random tube of spit to fucking. Yeah, dude, just send her in the mail. I'm like, "Dad, you gotta register that. You can't just send it away." But my dad's results will actually be here in like next, or actually Monday. We'll find out either this weekend or Monday. Do you have a Windows 101 shirt on?
Me?
Yeah.
I will fucking
Oh.
choke you. No, I have a WCR shirt on.
Hey, you can choke me
Sir.
with your wiener, big guy.
We don't talk about those people
Oh, that's right.
ever again.
Right. That's right, because they're Antifa supporters.
fucking privacy.
And that little fucking piece of shit. Never mind, I'll be quiet.
Yeah, you said you were going to do that this episode.
Yeah, I almost. Well, I did just break what I said, but I'm back to being quiet.
Okay. Yeah, man. I don't know, dudes. I don't know. I think 2 hours is just fucking...
A little too much.
2 hours is just, once
I
you've
think
been
last week it was good. Just
Well,
me and you.
I listened to
I
you
mean,
guys did good. It was a good podcast.
well, it's really hard in this time of year to fucking, you know what I mean? Like, you know, it gets tough.
We got any?
I have a request from Mark.
Yeah,
He
I
wants
see.
me to. Yeah.
What?
No, there's a
I
lot
don't
of
know,
people
why
that
does every-
message me and ask
why
me
do
and
why
say
does everyone
shit.
want? Yeah, why does everyone want Jacob to bash Jersey? I don't understand. I don't want this to turn into the fucking
The
bash Jersey show. Yeah, dude, what the fuck, man? I mean, even though Jersey doesn't like me anymore, I don't want you to talk shit about him. That's not nice. And you were talking shit about Steve-O too. Like, dude, you can't do that, man. Steve-O's
Hey,
nice.
what are you talking
I gotta go
about?
get something. I got something because I'm not gonna bash Jersey,
Uh-huh.
but I gotta say something that I'm
Okay.
thinking you guys probably know, but others might not. Give me 2 minutes.
Okay. But yeah,
Curious.
dude, I'm not. Huh?
What did you
Jacob's-
say, Jacob?
Jacob's just
what
mean,
did you say
dude.
about
He's just
Steve-O? You
fucking
meanie.
mean, dude. Yeah, he
I
just
don't even remember.
fucking
Just
mean,
being a
dude.
cunt, dude.
Yes, yes.
You,
That's
you
it.
weren't
That's
here,
it.
so I basically like filled in.
And then I
Like,
get,
Oh, you
And
probably
and then
felt
I
like
get,
everything
I never get like private messages from Steve-O, and I got one on TikTok where it's essentially him like some TikTok of some dude being like, "Fuck you, queer," you know what I mean? Like, so it's clearly he's upset because you were talking shit.
No, well, I'm friends with him on TikTok. He could have sent it to me, but no, he chose you.
Yeah,
so
because-
who's the one
yeah,
that
because-
was talking shit?
Because
So
we
really-
have a rapport. You're just some mean dude that talks shit on the both of them all the
I
time.
have a rapport with Steve-O. I talk to Steve-O
When?
when I order stuff.
What do you say to him?
What do you say to him?
Yeah.
your 50,000 step process is fucking gay. Send me some fucking rubbers, okay? Is that what you do or no?
Yeah, I don't like how you clean windows, but could I have some stuff?
See, hey, y'all are just egging this on.
I'm not
All I
egging
did-
it on. I'm just
all I-
repeating.
Yes.
I'm just
I just wanna do
relating.
it.
I'm relating the
I
story
said two
to the listeners.
I said two comments.
Jacob, don't gaslight me when you're the one who's being mean.
Yeah,
Don't make
yeah.
fucking do shit.
Yeah, you're
Well,
fucking. Hey,
that was
listen,
not
man.
You.
That shit might work on your wife and kids, but don't try that shit on us, Jacob.
Yeah. I'm
Try
too
to
smart.
mind meld us. How
just
dare
sit
you?
there- you just sit there and wear your Cleveland Brown shirt.
Is on for drums you're looking?
Yeah.
Hey, look, it's the guy that doesn't wear mesh snapback hats that's wearing a mesh snapback hat.
That's my Mike Nichols hat.
It's different because it's Mike. If it's Squeegee
Yes.
Life hat, he's no interest in.
Are we gonna go over that again?
No, nope. That's all that
Yeah.
was said about it. Keep
I
please
got about
continue.
40 hats back here. Which one am I gonna change out to?
Please
Okay.
continue.
This goes back to what Jersey did a video on. Okay, so here's my well-worn 0 degree,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
Jersey, and I don't know if you know this or not, but he's like, you put round rubber in a round channel, right? That's a round channel, right? You
Uh-huh.
put round rubber in a round channel. You put T-top, which I don't know why they call it the top. The top is what cleans the glass, in my opinion.
Yes. Yes.
Put T-top rubber in a sorbo channel.
Right.
Did you know that the regular end clips that are brass? Here, this is a black diamond
Flat top rubber, like
flat
what?
top rubber. The
What do you
clips
mean?
hold it just fine.
What do you mean?
It's a round channel.
Yeah. Well, listen. I'm gonna. Hey, Mark. I'm gonna drop some more science on you. I don't even put clips in mine, and I use fucking
Well,
flat top rubber.
Oh,
I just
sorry.
use the clamp.
That one clip is bullshit.
No.
One
listen.
clip or two clips.
No,
guys.
I'm talking. In my 0 degree, there are 0 clips.
Yeah. Look.
The only thing that holds the rubber is the actual channel itself.
Well, I'm
You
not.
don't
Or,
have
I'm
the-
sorry,
but
the
see, I-
handle.
it-
That's the
The
only.
plate.
I
You
cut
got
the
the plate
teeth
with
off
the
of
teeth
mine.
on it, though, don't you?
You know the teeth that are
No.
here? I cut the teeth off.
I don't cut.
I cut the teeth
mine.
off, and I like end clips. But
I
I'm just
put a
saying.
quick release on mine
I'm just saying you can use
and change out the backing.
T
cord.
rubber, whether it's sorbo or black diamond, in a round channel. You just can't use round rubber in a sorbo channel. So
Yeah,
Jersey
that
was saying,
everyone
no,
knows
you
that.
have to buy round rubber for a round channel and T-top rubber.
I said that last week too.
I didn't hear that. I'm just saying, this rubber fits anything.
Yeah.
Round rubber just fits round channels.
Right.
Just a
Right.
point,
Brown cow.
Jersey. If you're going to inform, make sure you're correct.
Yeah, Jersey. See, what is?
Yeah.
I don't understand. We're like the Bash Jersey show now. Like,
No,
Jersey,
I
know
said
what he's talking about.
today.
Mark, man, I can't
I've
believe
been
you did
trying
that.
to get people to go buy stuff from him.
Listen, I can't believe
Maybe
that
he'll
you
talk to
fucking
me
got
again.
on this fucking podcast and ran Jersey down the road. You made Jersey look bad.
Mike
makes-
Nichols is racing home before he craps his pants.
Cool.
And Jason Lehman liked to state that Jersey doesn't clean windows.
I'm not getting
No
wrapped
one
up in these
cares
things.
what you say, Jake.
Oh, see, you're
Okay, that's nice.
No, this is Jacob. This is Jacob's gonna
Yes,
love this.
this is Jake. Yeah, Jacob's fucking shit here. This is Jacob's shit.
Jacob Williams, who lives in somewhere Florida,
Yeah.
and
I honestly gonna go out on a limb and say I think Jacob and I have a little man crush on Jersey the way he goes after him.
maybe just
No.
There might be a little sexual tension there.
He gives me a partial.
a little semi chub.
I was about to say he gives you a semi.
Got a little chub for you, semi chub for you. Oh, jeez.
It's kind of like how Steve-O has one on TJ. He's got some pretty eyes.
Who said that?
Steve-O did.
About who?
About you.
me? Did he say that?
I made a TikTok about
Oh
it.
my god. Steve-O, don't say things like that. That's weird, man. It makes
I'll find it and I'll send it to you. I made 2 different ones
Feel
actually.
sexually frustrated.
definitely. I am. I'm
mean-
definitely sexually frustrated right now.
TJ's butthole's pulsing.
I
That's
could
that's what we're
definitely,
talking
I
about.
could definitely do a little stabbing with my wiener right now. You know what I mean? A little fucking
Yeah, a little-
stabbing.
Oh yeah.
I'll be going to the stabbing cabin here soon, man.
Nice.
Yeah,
What, in a
baby.
couple more weeks.
30 days.
Ooh,
As
sure
of
it
today. At today, we'll mark 30 days. But
What do you do? Right before
Right before, well,
Thanksgiving?
we right before Thanksgiving, yeah. And like we go down, we come back the day before Thanksgiving, then we do Thanksgiving, and then I'm probably gonna take that whole week off and just like do nothing and fucking
You do that every
I think
year,
that
right?
sounds like an awesome
Yeah.
An
idea.
anniversary thing or something.
yeah. Well, Jennifer's birthday we go down, and then we go down for my birthday in June. So we do.
Nice.
I do the spring rush, take off for a fucking week and go and hang out for my birthday, and then I do the fall rush and then go down and hang out with Jennifer for, you know what I mean? So
Nice.
it's just a little relaxing getaway. Jennifer gets to see me all fat and fucking greasy and shit in a hot tub.
Get you a fat fucking retard.
Yeah.
All locked up in the house as TJ gets naked.
Man, I feel the same way. I pop in a hot tub with the old lady. I feel like I'm a fucking potato boiling in the water.
Hey man, I tried to do the
Fucking russet.
I tried to do the October Fit Challenge, but you guys weren't feeling it.
I've been doing it. I
You
mean,
ain't
I was
been
sick
doing
and
shit.
had diarrhea, so it kind of counts.
Yeah.
Yeah, liquid loaf doesn't count too.
Yeah.
Yeah, be careful. Don't grunt or squeeze. You might shit your pants.
Dude, if I even feel a bubble, I'm throwing these headphones and running to the bathroom. Don't
Well,
worry
I
about
thought
it.
you already did that. You like got up just.
Yeah, I thought for sure there was an emergency.
No, I wanted to.
I've
smoke
got
a cigarette.
fever shits. I got the fever poops.
I've had them. They were bad before we came on. I had like
What, fever
a Caesar
poops?
salad and a couple wings, and I was like, well, that was a bad idea.
You know what, guys? You know what that means? You guys know what that means, don't you? Do you know what that means? You guys don't know what that means, do you?
Yes, of course I do.
Come on, man. Does everyone know? It's stool time with Steph Byers.
Yeah, what's up, dudes?
What's up, dudes? So, we need a time and a day of the week, right, Seth? We need a time
We
of
can either
day
do
and
that.
day of the week. Or do you have a recommendation?
I could just talk about my brand new toilet that I have in my shop,
Oh, let's
Which
talk about the
is-
new
There we
shit.
go.
which has been the one I've been using the most lately.
Okay.
Moved in here. Guy built a fantastic bathroom. It's huge.
It's got a bath too, so if you shit
No,
your pants, you
I
can go
wanted
in
it
there.
to have a bath, but he couldn't do it. But anyways, that toilet's super comfortable. It's the nice part is the heater for the room is like right near where your legs are. So like when you sit down cold in the morning and take a shit, the heat's hitting your legs, so that feels good.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna give that bathroom like a 8.5, 9.2.
Wow.
It has a really nice echo in there when you take a shit, which is nice. Like you get especially I've been having diarrhea lately, so it's been loud and the echo makes me laugh, so that's kind of excellent. Yeah, all around.
Are you okay? Are you okay with sharing the shitter with your employees? Is that
I mean,
cool?
if I can go first. I usually get here first in the morning anyways. I usually get here like 6:40. I've had half a coffee, so I definitely have to go. But, I mean, those guys are animals. So
Right.
Hey, what does it matter?
Well, guys, that was fucking stool time with Steph Byers.
Yeah, I would recommend.
I mean, that was kind of our wackest stool time, but at least Seth had a stool time. You know what we're gonna do now, right? We're gonna do tool time with Jacob. We're putting him right on the spot.
Shit.
Right, well, it's now tool time with Jacob, and that's sponsored by windowcleaner.com. Click the link in the description and fill your card up if you want to support the podcast and windowcleaner.com, who supports this podcast. Go ahead, Jacob, you fucking cool guy, you.
Yeah, I'm going to talk about something that's not new, but it's new to WCR.
Okay.
And that is so they finally started carrying Sorbo Ultralight channels, which is basically just a Sorbo Ultra 45, but it's a 90. It's not a 45.
Oh, okay. So, it's a new product.
And,
what sizes do they come in, Jacob?
They come in various sizes, ranging from 6 inches all the way to 18.
Nice.
So you can actually get a 6 inch. I'll name them out for you: a 6, an 8, a 10, a 12. 14, 16, and an 18.
Nice.
And just to make this clear, this is not a wide body channel. This is a standard size channel.
Nice.
And it fits all your normal, your normal Sorbo handles.
Mm-hmm.
If you want a quick release, like an aluminum quick release, they make a special handle for that.
Right.
I think they're notioned by colors, and I think the quick release color is yellow.
Mm-hmm.
But
I think so.
on WCR windowcleaner.com it would be Seth's got a shit. It'll tell you, and you can look and
what's the price range from, like, the 6 inches about what?
a 6 inch is $8.82, and that's in US dollars.
And how about the 18 inch? What's the price jump?
Wow, that's kind of weird. It's not giving me different prices. Okay, now it finally is. Okay, I was wrong. It was weird. My phone's being laggy. For a 6 inch, it's $4.92.
Okay.
Correction.
Okay.
And then the 18 is $8.82.
Oh, that's actually not bad.
It says that you can't use round rubber in these, which I think it might be wrong, because the Ultra 45s, I put black diamond round rubber in.
Yeah, they're round.
So.
Yeah. Well, they're just saying that because they want to sell rubber. They're rubber. So that's pretty much. I mean, it makes sense. It's an actual smart business move. And those are available at windowcleaner.com, correct, Jacob?
That is correct. Windowcleaner.com. Click the description. Click the Squeegee Life link. It'll revert you to windowcleaner.com. Pick you up some. Try it
what
out.
that does is when you fill your cart, say, like, hey, I'm going to make a big purchase at windowcleaner.com. It's not going to cost you extra. It's not going to cost you more. When you click that link, all it does is gives a percentage of that cart to the Squeegee Life podcast. You dig what I'm talking about? So
I'm digging it.
that's how I use my affiliate link. I don't put affiliate links anywhere but YouTube. I don't do it on TikTok, Instagram, just YouTube. So
Let's help out TJ. So
Yeah.
when he goes on his vacation, he could buy like some oil.
Monsters.
Like, no, we're not buying monsters. You got enough monsters. You got to buy enough oil so you can like oil yourself down.
Yeah.
And
That's
leave like
smart.
the
Slip and
grease
slide,
film
baby.
on the
So
top.
if you guys start doing it, I can get enough money saved up to buy a 50-gallon drum because I'm going to need at least that much to oil myself down. At least that much.
You're
So
just gonna pop the top
that was
off.
that was
Just, like, climbing.
tool time with Jacob. We appreciate that, Jacob. Right on the spot, I got him. Zen Window Cleaning says Jacob's ultralight 4-inch quick release sounds like you're describing your penis. Man, dude, this is a very serious podcast we got going on here.
Ultra
I will
serious.
say this, I really appreciate everybody tuning in. I know it's rough this time of year because of football season and all that shit. So we're gonna discuss.
4 inches is still bigger than a micro penis. You
Yeah,
piece of shit.
yeah. Tonight will be the night. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Every time my fucking dude signs in on YouTube and his comments show up there, I picture Seth fucking singing that one time. Is so funny.
Last tonight.
Well, next
Yeah.
time he tries to come on, maybe it won't take him fucking 20 minutes to get the fucking mic to work.
Right.
You're just talking. Can you hear me?
I'd like to, before we get out of here, I'd like to thank our sponsors, windowcleaner.com, of course. Maker Products. If you guys haven't followed Maker Products on TikTok yet, go follow them on TikTok. Black Diamond Squeegee Rubber. They were actually our very first sponsor. I don't know if people know that or not, but Black Diamond Squeegee Rubber's been here from the very beginning.
Oh, now you know.
Even though Jacob does nothing but talk shit about him, I do appreciate American Window Cleaner magazine.
So do I.
Awesome. Zero products, of course. You
And
know
I
what I
haven't
mean?
talked shit about him today.
So, everybody, and of course, our Patreon supporters. Really appreciate
Without
that.
you, what are we?
Not a lot, dude.
Losers.
Losers.
Right.
You should.
We'll be back next week. Maybe we'll try to get us together a guest and we'll have us a regular old podcast. You know what I mean? So we'll try.
A humdinger.
And we'll have us a humdinger of a
So
show.
if you want to come on the podcast next
Yeah.
week,
Let
email
us know.
asksqueegee@gmail.com.
Yeah, if
and say,
you-
hey, look, I want to come on the podcast.
Right.
Make it happen.
Right. If you fucking get up in the morning and you're trying to save time by shitting and showering at the same time and you waffle stomp turds into the drain, send us an email at asksqueegee@gmail.com. If you want to know what it's like to be a man of short stature, how it is to get into booths, and not being able to wear long pants that fit you, send us an email to asksqueegee@gmail.com. If you've had a fever for 6 years, send us an email at asksqueegee@gmail.com.
Yes.
We'll see you guys next week.